Hi, my loves. Welcome back to another Stars Cartel podcast episode. And in this episode, okay, the message is, what are you doing? Okay, that is what I heard while I was sleeping. What are you doing? Somebody, you have a higher calling and you are putting it off to the side. What are you? Your higher self, what is saying, what are you doing? The creator is saying, what are you doing? Wake up. Hey, baby, I don't know your name and you don't know mine, but I just been looking at you for a while now, and I believe that I'm in love. All right, you guys. So while I was sleeping, I heard a voice say, what are you doing? And it was in this stern voice. It was in almost like a fatherly manner. It's almost like in a authoritative manner. What are you doing? And we are all put here for different reasons. We all have different missions to fulfill. And I feel like for somebody, I feel like you were on your mission. You were doing it, and now you are being called to go back to doing it. And it's almost like, I almost feel like maybe you have put yourself mentally, okay, or even physically as well, in a position lower than where you are supposed to be. And that's what I feel like it is. It's kind of like what are you doing? Like, why are you, and why? Okay, it's almost like those kind of vibes. And I understand that things happen, even with me and my dreams. I kind of took a hiatus. I kind of got scared of how I was being perceived. And, and sometimes it's hard for me to do my dream videos because I hate that, in a sense, when I do these, in my dreams, people are presented, okay? And, I would hate for someone to watch my video and feel like I'm trying to take a jab at them or I'm trying to attack them, because I'm not that kind of person. As much as people have gone around talking about me, trying to drag my name through the mud, I let them do whatever they do. But, to me, I feel like I have higher class than to go around talking noise about people in such a way, or at least not intentionally. And I'm going to add right here, if I did have something to say, it's not that I would deliberately say it behind someone's back. I wouldn't have a problem saying it to that person's face, for one. For two, I just feel like, not to say I'm bougie or anything like that, but I put myself on a higher standard than that to feel like I need to bring somebody else down, or I need to try to make somebody feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I know, it is what it is, okay, first of all. And second of all, I just feel like I myself don't need to go and try to defend myself. I know the universe got me, God got me. Everything is going to work out for my better good, so I don't stress out about little mishaps. So, but they still, may come out in my dreams. And, I have realized that the things that I've been through are things that other people have been through, and that's why it helps others. Okay, I'm not going to act like I just never do anything, but intentionally, I try not to make anyone out to be an awful person. But, when I'm doing this, sometimes things are revealed. Not only that, sometimes it does have to do with me and sometimes it doesn't. And, in the situations when it doesn't, and it kind of confuses me and makes me think that something is going on in my life that isn't, But that's my problem, okay? Of course, I'm talking about what makes it hard for me to do what I don't know. I don't know if I've been put here to do it specifically, but I do feel this strong pull to constantly come back to doing, giving people messages, okay? And I'm not trying to I guess what makes me run from it is I'm such a shy person. I'm not an arrogant person. I'm not a person that is, overly confident or thinking that I'm better than anybody. And I try not to put myself on this high pedestal. And I guess because of that, it makes me kind of run from it, which is crazy because when things that I'm not so good at, I confidently continue pushing towards it, but this is just, I don't know. And it's like, it's me. And I feel like that is the situation with whomever this message is for, is you. You have chosen to turn your back on what you were gifted, what you were sent here to do, what you were gifted with, or whatever is, what it is, okay? I am just the messenger that's telling you that you are being asked to pick that thing back up and try again. You are also being told that you're crazy. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's, what are you, like, are you kidding me type vibes? Like, are you serious? I can't believe this. So, I think this message is just kind of a look at what you have been doing. Look at what choices you have been making. Look at your options. Look again and look again and look some more until you realize. And, I also feel the need to say, look at your past. Sometimes we don't think about what's best for us, and sometimes we get, our hearts are so big and we think about everybody else. And I'm a victim of that. I'm always trying to help others. I'm always trying to give to others. It's hard for me to think about, well, what about you? But and so, y'all, I'm editing the video and I'm hearing this. And when I'm hearing this, I also hear some people don't need your help. Some people don't even want your help. Sometimes when we are helpful and we're being helpful to people that don't even want us to be helpful to them or something like that. Sometimes, like, I even hear the song, wanna be saved. Like, sometimes you are trying to save people that don't want to be saved, that don't want your help, and they actually prefer if you wouldn't help them at all. They're just too nice to say it, or they don't want to say it, or maybe they enjoy you trying, or it's almost like it's just a distraction. You're not helping anything. I feel like in this situation, this scenario is kind of if you don't think about you, nobody will, and nobody is going to care if everything goes the other way and you fall flat on your face. It's just going to be, oh, well, too bad. And in that kind of scenario, when that is the option, you have to think about yourself. It's not that you're being selfish. It's not that you're trying to only think about you all the time, or you're trying to count everybody else out. Sometimes that's, a narcissistic way of thinking. Actually, a narcissistic person will try to make you feel like, because you're thinking about yourself and you're not thinking about them, that you're being selfish. But in reality, if you don't think about you, they shall not, okay? As somebody that grew up with narcissistic people, if you don't think about you, they for sure not. If you don't say nothing, everything, you just gonna get ran over and drugged and just dragged some more. So, you have to, sometimes you do have to think about yourself. And it's not you being selfish. It's not you being hateful. It's not that you don't care about others. It's that you're being smart and you're trying to think about what is best for you. What are the best options for you? So this is why you're being asked, what are you doing? And, I just want to add here, you can simultaneously think about yourself, think about what's best for you, have a backup plan, make sure that you're good while simultaneously helping others. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to just choose one. And in reality, if you don't. So basically what I'm saying, you guys, is you can simultaneously make sure that you're good, make sure that you got a backup plan, make sure that if everything was to fall apart tomorrow, you know that you're going to be okay. And I think that's important for women in general, to make sure that you're okay, okay? Because at any given second, everything can fall apart. And it's not you being selfish. It's not you thinking about the worst or expecting the worst. Sometimes having a backup plan is good, just to make sure that you're not homeless on the streets, just to make sure that you're not, SOL, okay? Just to make sure that you're okay. And especially someone, like me, okay, a woman who, I do have family to go back to. Don't get it twisted. But in reality, I want to do that. In reality, would I prefer to not have to deal with that, I don't know who this message is for, but sometimes you do have to be careful and ensure, just like how I spent all my money. I used my entire savings, y'all, moving to Jamaica. And I am now thinking to myself of how stupid that was. Like, I did not save anything for myself, nothing. And I can't blame nobody. I can't point fingers at nobody. I can't get mad at nobody but myself. And I'm just saying that for anybody that, may be in a situation where they don't know, and if you don't know, then you need to go ahead and make sure that you do know, okay? Just you making sure that you're okay is not you shitting on someone else. You making sure that you're okay is not you. I don't even know exactly how to say this, but long story short, if everything was to fall apart, you have to ensure that you're okay, especially as an adult, okay? And that's the whole thing about it. I am 31 years old. I am not trying to be in a situation where I gotta tap on my mom door or my aunt door or whoever door and ask them if I can stay there. We don't want to have to deal with that. We would prefer to have everything together, and sometimes as a woman you have to do that. I remember I used to read this book. It was a hood book. I can't stunt y'all, but I used to read it in high school, and the girl was talking about how she had a backup apartment. And this backup apartment was just legit a backup apartment. It wasn't, she didn't stay there. She barely visited. She barely went there, but it was just like her place just in case. And that just in case they did come. And when that just in case they came, when her and her guy, she was married, and they got into it and fell out, and she had to leave. She had somewhere to go. And, I don't know, maybe this is a premonition of that, just in case you want to be prepared. Okay. And y'all, I know this video is going to be so long, but I have to attest to that. As someone, when I went to Jamaica, I thought in my mind, I'm about to get married. I'm not coming back. I'm done. Finally. Okay. I had all the high hopes. You know what I'm saying? I even got this man's name tattooed on my hand. And it's not, this is not in a saying that you should always expect that it's going to go south. It is not saying that everything is going to fall and everything isn't going to work out for you, and you can always think about it in a sense of, if everything does work out, that's just extra assets. But you have to, at some point, think about what if, okay? And that's with everything, not just with relationships, with life in general, with jobs, okay, with friendships, with any and everything. You have to always think, what if everything was to fall apart for me tomorrow, what would I do? And you have to have some kind of plan to help you. And, I feel like this video is for someone like me. You don't really have anybody telling you what to do. You don't have anybody giving you the kind of advice that you need. And your ancestors are tapping you on the shoulder saying, what are you doing? And once again, I can attest to it. Your girl went from having 2 cars, 3-bedroom house. I had everything I could have possibly dreamed of. I had every dream car I wanted. I had custom paint. I had everything basically in complete perfection status. And now I don't have like 90%. Like I may have 10% of what I had in the past. And I'm saying that to say sometimes we have to look at that. I look back on how I haven't even been in that many relationships. Oh, but I remember the first time I got engaged, I threw all my wigs away because this man said he didn't like wigs. And when we broke up, I was mad because I wanted them back. And it's just like thinking about things like that, thinking about scenarios like that, you have to really think about, what about me? Okay? Sometimes you can't just always say yes. Sometimes you have to say, well, what do you think? Do you agree with that? How do you really feel about that? And you can't just allow life to happen to you. Sometimes you have to take a stand for yourself, or you have to do things for yourself out of love for yourself. Not because you don't like someone else, not because you don't love someone else, not because you don't care about someone else, not because you're trying to be unfair to someone else, but just thinking about what's fair for you, okay? And this is coming to you out of love and compassion from the divine. Simply because, and I feel like maybe I went through that to help someone else, because I had it all together and now I look stupid. And it's funny now, but when I first happened, it wasn't funny. It was very hurtful. It was very stressful. And, you just don't want, to put yourself in a bad situation. And I'm gonna stop going in on myself, but I feel like this is for someone that is about to be stuck looking stupid, and the divine is trying to step in and ensure that you aren't left looking stupid. And that is the message, y'all. I feel like that was the message, okay? I don't know who this is for, but this is coming to you out of love from the universe. And I'm going to say once again, you making sure you are okay is not the same as you, not sharing with someone, or or how anyone would make it out to be. Because if it was the other way around, that person would 9 out of 10 be wanting to make sure they were okay. So that's the message. I love you. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to join the cartel. Hit up my website for consultation, for face-to-face consultations, okay? If you just want to email me and you have a dream you want me to interpret, I'm not tripping. It's free 99, okay? You can email me anytime, janelleloveuno@gmail.com, okay? It'll be down in the description box. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Deuces.